can we start with the development in the Red Sea and the Suez Canal? Because it's been quite a story so far at the end of 2023. What's your overall perspective, and how did we even get here?
Everything that happened and took place kind of very strange. Just before the Gaza war started, we have movement in the US fleet to the area that's north of the Suez Canal. And all of a sudden, the Houthis basically started attacking certain ships, and the US fleet and other ships, basically other warships, move to the south part of the canal. And they tried to create a coalition. The coalition collapsed. However, even when they started that coalition, the two countries that border the Red Sea, Egypt and Saudi Arabia, refused to participate. So there are all kind of weird things going on. And the reason why, you have two groups. You don't have even states. You do have two groups. Both of them are classified as terrorist groups. And all of a sudden, you have fleets of the greatest nations on earth, the United States, the UK, and others in Europe coming. This is not a state. This is not World War III. Why they are moving? So it is very hard to see how this is just the result of Hamas in Gaza and the Houthis in Yemen. This is way larger than that. If you look at it, we have serious problem with shipping worldwide. We have the Russians shifting all their oil from Europe to Asia through the Suez Canal. We have a drought in the Panama Canal that is rerouting ships through the Suez Canal. We have all the Chinese trade, or most of it basically, is going through the Suez Canal. So it's very hard to believe that all of this just because a couple of terrorist groups causing problems in the area. This is part of a global trade war where the United States and Europe felt they need to have more control. And I think that's what's happening right now. And the irony here is, with all the threats that we heard about, and shipping companies or diverting the ships around Africa, or planning to divert ships, where the media basically falling into this trap and started reporting what is planned as if it happened. A few days later, the United States declared that the area is safe and there is no reason to panic and ships can pass. And then we have, of course, the Norwegian shipping company retracting what is said about diverting ships and said all the ships are going to go through the Suez Canal. So what is the difference between a week earlier and a week later? Is the repositioning of the warships in the region. But theoretically, the threat is still there. The Houthis are still there. Hamas is still there. So it's just repositioning, and that gives the impression this is really part of the control of the world trade, especially with Russia and China having more trade through the Red Sea and the Suez Canal.